Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, I'm going to show you how the feature Pending Translation Display works. This feature allows you to see strokes that you've written but that have not yet translated. This feature can be useful for a number of reasons, and I'm going to show you all about it. Pending Translation Display is a simple feature. It's an on and off feature without any additional settings. And the feature is very literally named. If you have Pending Translation Display enabled, you'll be able to see strokes that you've written but have not yet translated. And if it's disabled, the only thing that you'll see in your document is the translated text. The Pending Translation Display setting is located in your User Settings in the Real-Time tab. It's the first checkbox, and if it is checked, you'll be able to see your pending strokes before they've translated. Mine is currently turned on, and I'm going to press OK, and I'll start a translation to show you how this works. I'm going to use a virtual real-time with a document that I've prepared for this example. Next, as I push strokes into the document, you'll see each stroke come up immediately, and this is the same way that it would happen if you wrote that stroke on your steno machine. As I continue to push out strokes, you'll see that each stroke is associated with its dictionary definition before it's translated. And this is what Pending Translation Display offers to you. Whatever the dictionary definition for each stroke is, that's what you'll see in your document before it finishes translating. And you see that this is the case for entries that are in curly brackets or for entries like conflicts that use slashes. Any entry that you have in your dictionary when you write it will come up first as the dictionary entry as it's defined, and then once it has been translated, you'll see the final translation in your translation color. And you'll notice that my pending translation display is in my untranslate color because it's not currently translated. If I go to my user settings and to my display tab, I can select my untranslate color and I can change that color in order to change my pending translation text color as well. If I turn off pending translation display, you see that immediately the stroke that is still pending disappeared, although you see that that question stroke still appears in my note bar. And the same thing will be true of all of my other strokes while they're pending if pending translation display is disabled. As I push out strokes, you see that they show up in the note bar, but until Eclipse is sure that I'm not awaiting another stroke, or until my flush delay expires, which is typically 2 seconds, those strokes will not translate. And you see that as I write, nothing comes up in the document until Eclipse has decided how it should be translated. However, each stroke that I write does show up immediately in the note bar while it's awaiting translation. And so again, if I go back to my real-time tab and turn pending translation display on, you'll see that I have strokes waiting to be translated. And it'll show me exactly how each of those strokes are defined in the dictionary. And if I go to my user settings and turn pending translation display back off, you see that Eclipse will wait and show me only the text that it has completed the translation process on. If you're accustomed to having pending translation display turned on and it suddenly is turned off, it may seem as if your real time is delayed. However, if you're used to having pending translation turned off and it is accidentally enabled, you may think that strokes aren't translating appropriately if you're not used to this display. Whether or not you use translation display is up to you. However, it can give you helpful information about exactly which strokes are about to be translated. And if you do need to make corrections, it may give you insight onto which corrections you need to make as soon as you hit the stroke, rather than once the text has been translated. No matter what your preference is, however, it's important to understand how this feature works. Just in case your setting is ever changed on you accidentally, you'll be able to easily remedy the setting change by going to your user settings, to the real-time tab, and either checking or unchecking pending translation display. And don't forget that by default, Pending translation display will use the same color as your untranslates. So you can go to your user settings to display and choose untranslates, select foreground, and select a different color if you'd like to change the color of not only your untranslated text, but your pending translation text as well. And keep in mind, whenever you do have text pending, it will only stay pending as long as Eclipse is awaiting another translation. Things like Q&A labels will always wait for the next stroke before translating. However, most normal strokes, like regular words, such as fine, I, or add, will translate after your flush delay has expired. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it has explained pending translation display and helped you decide if this is a feature you'd like to use. As a reminder, Advantage Software offers anytime support 24/7. Tech support can be reached anytime, including weekends and holidays, at 772-288-3266. Email is also available at support@eclipsecat.com. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when we publish new content in the future. Thank you so much and have a great day.